Hi, my name is Alan Jacobs, your local DIY enthusiast from Builders. With winter fast approaching, you might want to consider different ways of keeping warm while socializing. Why not build a fire pit? Let me show you how. I found this old piece of metal sheet, and instead of getting rid of it, I came to Ananais from Pimp My Junk so that we could refurbish it. What are we going to do, sir?
I like the look of rusted metal. It's got such a wonderful warm feeling about it. I think we're going to make a fire pit, and this, at Pimp My Junk, we turn worthless into priceless.
Well, let's get to it. The tools and products you require are flat sheet metal 1.2 meters by 2.4 meters by 1.5 millimeters. You'll need one of these. Rebar 10 millimeters by 6 meters. You'll need one of these. Welding chalk, permanent marker, measuring tape, Ryobi grinder, steel grinding discs, distant inverter welder, distant welding helmet, 2 mm welding rods, a long ruler, chain, and PPE. Move materials and tools to the designated work area. In this instance, it is with no workbench at our disposal. The only advantage we have is a hard-paved carport floor surface to work on. Measure and cut the rebar to a length of 3,560 millimeters. This will give you a circumference of 1,100 millimeters at the top of your fire pit. Using a gripping point, in this case, we found a chain link attached to a concrete gate rail, ideal for this purpose. Normally a bench vise would be sufficient for the task. Bend the rebar meticulously slowly in an upright direction with care. Make sure that the circumference lines up well. For the welding helmet, make sure to peel all the protective film off the lenses so as to ensure clear vision through the head apparatus. Auto darkening happens when the arc of the weld triggers sensors in the auto darkening lens, which then activates the lens to dim. Now we close the circle by welding the beginning and end together, completing the outer rim for our fire pit. On the sheet metal, using the permanent marker and a chain, measure the distance from the center of the sheet towards the end of the sheet and draw a circle. Then, from the edge to the center of the circle, draw an intersecting circumference line using the end chain link as the pivot point. This gives all the points where the radii forms 1/3 circumference throughout the symmetrical drawing. And with this formula, one can determine and draw 6 equal segments for the circle. Once we have established where our cuts are going to be made, based on our drawings, it's time to start cutting. In order to bend the sheet inward from the inner circumference so that the sheet metal petals could meet up with the circular rebar rim on the outside of the structure, we have to score a fold line on each side to facilitate this forming. Simultaneously, it will form the inner base hexagonal shape, which will distinguish it aesthetically. Care should be taken to weld the connection points on both the inner side of the fire pit and on the outer side of the fire pit. This makes it robust and strong. Last but not least, welding some chain on opposite sides of the outer rim makes for an ideal way of lifting the fire pit when needed. I love how this fire pit has turned out, Ananais. You've done an amazing job.
Thank you, Alan. Like I said earlier on, we turn worthless into priceless.
Agreed. All the products using this insert you can find at your local builders or shop online for safe and convenient delivery to your doorstep. For more inserts like this, visit our website. Get to Builders,
Get it done.